Like most 22-year-olds, I like to spend my weekends drinking and partying at clubs with my friends. But unlike most 22-year-olds, I do it inside the comfort of my home with a virtual reality headset on. Underground basement raves are hidden deep inside virtual reality streets where hundreds gather to enjoy music from all over the world because it feels real. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Virtual Reality Show, where we talk about any and all things related to virtual reality inside virtual reality. I'm your host, PHIA. There's a flourishing culture of VRChat users who throw on an avatar and dance the night away at clubs every weekend, myself included. This is one of the coolest parts of social VR. There's DJs, dancers, and full-body users all crammed into tiny spaces full of people who share a loved passion of music in ways that have never been possible in physical reality before now. Tonight, I'm taking you on a guided tour to the best VR clubs that exist right now, highlighting how passionate individuals are hosting large-scale events from LA to Japan and the UK and Australia, each one completely unique, but similar in the fact they are the early birthing of what our metaverse actually holds in store for us. Before we start, I want to say that THRILLSEEKER and I are partnering up with one of these clubs for a giant event on the 19th, so stick around to the end of the video to learn more about that. Our journey begins in Melbourne, Australia, where a music collective known as Loner decided to bring their full club experience from the real world into virtual reality as IRL venues shut down in 2020.
My name's Velatix. I run Loner alongside Zeal and a few other of our crew members. The vibe we're trying to push with Loner is like creating a social space, but also creating a space for like music lovers. Australia has especially Melbourne has a real quite niche underground club scene. It's very active. In late 2019, early 2020, we started working in VRChat and started making a club world, and we're just like, let's just do this. Quarantine, everything hit, and it was kind of perfect timing. We've taught people in VR a lot of stuff from our IRL experience. Kickstarted this new generation of VR clubs. There's a lot of words, like buzzwords around the metaverse and everything at the moment, but for real, we've actually created performing spaces within the confines of the internet. I try to be modest, but we were, I would say, the club that really started new generation of VR clubs. My early club experiences was Mogra, which is a famous club in Akiba in Japan. Very much similar to this place. Basement, very small, very loud. There's also a club here in Melbourne called SubClub that's very similar to this one. Some of the best nights of my life have happened there, and honestly that's where I met most of the Loner boys. When lockdowns finished and dance floor restrictions finished, we came out of the gates back into the IRL scene, and we're pretty much selling out every party, max capacity. We've been very careful with the way we built the community. I definitely didn't want it to turn into an in crew and an out crew. There's always new people able to get into the main instance.
The Upside Down world kickstarted the VR club scene and has bridged the gap between real and virtual through their VR events. Out in Los Angeles, California, we'll take a stop at Shelter, a mysterious underground escape from the XR megacorporation above on the city streets.
It's kind of like the collective of creatives and musicians that occupy the space.
We get to showcase more underground and small artists, and it matters more for them. Everyone who comes to it is part of it. It doesn't exist without the community.
My name's Kai.
My name's 2TD, formerly Two-Tone Disco.
I do the 3D modeling.
I handle a lot of the booking and organization of all of Shelter.
We don't listen to anybody. Rather than being a club, it's more of a venue or a place. Something otherworldly and unforgettable. There's a lot going on below the surface to be interpreted, and there's a lot that will continue to surface as time goes on. The logo itself has a lot of symbolic meaning.
The logo was designed in VR.
It's cool seeing it on everybody's avatars and on everything.
You can customize your experience, and if you need to pee, you don't wait in a long bathroom line. I'm more excited to play VR shows than I am real ones.
It's gone so far as to now have an entire record label that is supporting small artists with raw, hidden talent lurking in the depths of the metaverse.
I always wanted to do a record label because I'd always like send them links to kids that had like 20 followers that just made the most insane music. Currently, we take a 15% cut, which is unheard of in music.
Shelter in itself is just creatives and musicians.
To us, it's just fun. We're like, oh, we should do this. Oh, we should do that. Like that's how the label got started. Every time someone plays, I actually render the visuals for the artists.
I'm listening to the music in-world, so I'm actually mixing it to the in-world audio because of VRCDN.
Come say hi. Just be respectful. Slide in the Discord.
It's a very welcoming place.
Let's leap back across the pond to the UK for a true underground rave. Tube is a club that I've spent a lot of time at because it starts earlier in the night than most other events, making it way more accessible to the European crowd in particular. For this video, I actually went to Tube to document what one of these Saturday nights in VR actually looks like.
I'm Hayden. I'm the creator and owner of Tube. So my kind of vision of Tube is it's a constantly developing, changing world that's kind of part of the community and everything. It's a really unique experience clubbing in virtual reality because there's people from all over the world. Can't tell what they actually look like. There's no one really doing UK-centric stuff in VR. I wanted the club to be visually impressive. There's a lot of focus on the VJ stuff that goes on here.
I don't really expect anything from the audience besides them enjoying themselves. This time, I'm just going to play things that are different from normal and things that I like, that I think will be cool and provocative enough to make people want to dance.
It's quite hard to make it look like you're actually mixing here and be mixing in real life, but people tend to try and line it up as best they can.
Some people have overlays where they can look through like VRChat to their DJ software and see what they're doing. Since my nose is very small, I just look underneath my Quest 2 where the nose hole should be, and I just kind of peek.
Judging everyone on kind of their personality, and it's a very open place.
The other two times, I played music that I thought would be appreciated and would be respected here. So everyone has a general appreciation of enjoying themselves, and that's definitely a wonderful thing, I think.
I'm here for Tube because I like to party and have fun with the boys.
So many creators have fun by showing people their music, and so many people dancing out to it. It's awesome.
Entire space, like the walls and the ceiling, are lined in LED screens, and you can get closer to them and see the pixel density.
I mean, there's a few things you obviously can't replicate, but I mean, the sound's the same. You'd be surprised how immersive it is.
One evening at Shelter, I had gone and I met this guy named 4Ls. I had a music major in college, dropped out, and never picked it up again, never picked up my guitar again, you know, like, I want to get back into it, but I don't know if I should do it. Like, and he said, well, why don't you do it? It's not too late to get back into it. You're not too old to do it if that's what you're thinking. And I'm like, wow, this guy, I don't know. I just met him like the first time, and he just comes and tells me this stuff that's really introspective and kind of like the little push that I needed, believe it or not. I didn't think of it that way. I was like, wow, who's this guy? At the end of the day, you know, like the time that you spend doing things, if it makes you happy, it's definitely worth doing. So time is finite and actions are everything.
After the Tube event, I accidentally stumbled upon a much different new VR club that was providing a theme for its DJs by exploring a deep atmosphere through a place only possible in virtual reality.
There's a lot of intention in the space, and there's a lot of intention about the event. The theme of the night is concrete. We bend concrete to like our will, to what we need it to be. It can be a place of refuge, or it can be a bunker. It can be something that imprisons you. It can be all these things. It's a reflection. And that's one of the coolest parts about playing in VR, period. I try to think about the space that I'm going to be occupying.
The culture of the Japanese club scene is extremely different from what we've seen so far. There's a mysteriousness to Ghost Club that feels ominous yet exciting. On the dance floor, no human makes a sound, but rather focuses completely on the transformative feelings of the music.
ゴーストクラブの主催とディレクターをやっているおまけです。よろしくお願いします。なんて言えばいいんだ。ちょっと特殊な雰囲気がある。そういったところがこのゴーストクラブが他のクラブと比べて特別なところだと思います。ゴーストクラブでは本当にいろいろなジャンルの音楽が流れていて、テクノパラ、EDM、ポブスとか、現代音楽とか、アンビエント、ライブコーディング、あとはハードコアとか、本当にいろいろな音楽が流れていて、どれが人気というよりかは、全部のジャンルが受け入れられているような印象を持っています。みんな音楽が多分好きで、集中している結果、みんなあまりダンスフロアでは喋らないのかなと思っています。すでに多くの海外の方がゴーストクラブに参加していますし、ゴーストクラブはあんまり喋る場所でもないので、たとえ日本語が喋れなかったりしても全然問題ないですし、仮に困ったことがあったとしても、英語を喋れるスタッフの人が何人かいるので、問題なく参加する価値があるというか、乗り越えた先に、とても面白くて楽しい世界が広がっていると思うので、皆さんぜひ遊びに来てもらえればと思います。
There's many styles of music out there, and each part of our planet has their own culture and tastes to share. What's beautiful about VR is that it brings together the entire globe, all types of people, all types of music, and infinite levels of imagination left to explore without judgment. And with that said, we'd like to formally invite you to a special collab event between me, Tube, and THRILLSEEKER happening on March 19th at 7 p.m. EST. We're going to be hosting an open event for anyone to join, including you. This is your chance to get started in the VRChat clubbing world, one of my strongest passions, and to meet both me and Thrill, who will be hopping around different instances so that you can meet us in virtual person. We're bringing in some major DJs, including Slushy, as our headliner. With that out of the way, here's what you can expect. Hope to see you there.
Keep that vision of me in your head. Keep that vision of me in your head. Keep that vision of me in your head. Keep that vision of me clear.
The Thrill PHIA collab at Tube is going to be popping off. We've got Slushy, Sizzy, Lack City, myself, Hadian, and Swa.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to the Virtual Reality Show channel for more content just like this. Join the Tube Discord to prepare for the collab event. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, PHIA, and I'll see you in the... Wait! Sounds like there's one special message left coming from Thrill right now.
Hi guys, I'm Thrill and...
This is Swa. What's up?
Yeah, we're working on an amazing big project right now called SCHISM, so check it out. Here's a sneak peek of SCHISM.
Special thanks to this month's Patreon members and virtual VIPs: Black Amethyst, Diamond, Mr. Cheerio, Neoplasm, Score Malik.